Hey, hey, Queens. Good evening. Good evening. I wanted to come in quickly before I go over to the sauna and the gym. I'm actually on my way out now. And as usual, get this inspiration to talk about a subject. So the other day in the Tenacious Queens Unite group, I actually opened up a forum to say, ask me anything, just give me questions that you're needing help with right now. Give me questions that you are stuck in your business, finding out ways how to get to that next level. I teach women how to obtain ultimate freedom in their businesses. Hey, Miss Carla. Hey, Miss Carla. And so I teach you how to monetize via learning the art and science of selling. All right. And so tonight I want to really quick, less than 10 minutes. I promise you I'm not going to hold you long because I want to get over to the sauna and the gym and do some things there. But I want to talk to you about how do you turn your likes and your comments on your page. When you got people viewing things, you got people coming in, they're liking what you're talking about, they're engaging with you, but how do you turn those people into paying clients, right? That's a huge piece because some of you already have people following you for X amount of reasons and types of things, maybe via your story, some of your products, services, your results that you've given, etc. But now it's like, crap, like how do I monetize off this? How do I really really position myself as an authoritative figure so that I can build massive wealth via solving their problems, right? Because it's not a selfish manner. When you're actually exchanging money, I want you to also too right now at this point to really reframe your mindset on not feeling like you're taking money from people, because you're not. When people invest in themselves, when they invest in something for themselves to go to the next level, to transform, to enhance their life, to add convenience, it is a beautiful process. It's a more of a spiritual connection, actually, that you're allowing that person to elevate in their lives. So when you're exchanging those funds, it's not really to you, it's really for themselves to get to whatever that problem that you are solving for them. Okay, so that's a huge reframe for somebody tonight. You needed to hear that. Okay, that's what it really, honestly, what selling is all about. It's the exchange of energy so that you can solve a problem and elevate their lives in some manner or form. But I'm going to give you 3 ways tonight, quick ways. Now, of course, I do master classes all the time. I always teach my tribe, like my Tenacious Inner Circle, Tenacious Queen Inner Circle, and then other programs that I have. So there's obviously going to be more layers to what I'm giving tonight, but I'm sure that this is still going to help somebody. Okay, get you going. Now, number 1 is, and I wrote some notes here, so mind me, I just wrote some notes, so I'll be looking back at them here. I don't have everything memorized in my life, but the thing is that number 1, I want you to start thinking about how you can really prep and prime your audience. It is a true science to prepping and priming your audience. And there are several ways on how you can do that, okay? You can do that with evidence, meaning like what type of results are you providing for people? Can you showcase that somehow? Can you explain that? Can you share that? What can you show to people what the heck you do? Because we are a very visual society. We must see it to believe it, unfortunately, okay? I know there's teachings in the spiritual realm from the church, faith without seeing is dead. I mean, but honestly, we gotta see stuff. we gotta like touch it, okay? And that's what get people to buy. So if you can actually show them somehow, some way, what the heck you do in a visual manner. Think about a kinetic learner. Think about somebody that got to feel and touch and see stuff. Okay. What can you showcase? Carla, you're on the line. You do makeup, showcasing your makeup. What you do. I saw how you was at the actual runway show over the weekend, and you were showcasing like little pieces of the stories of people you were meeting. Amazing. Now it's getting snippets of things that they're saying about you. When you go to these events, what are people raving about you? Get somebody to write out something or just quote it and put their names on there or something. Showcase it. Another way around how to prime and prep your people too is storytelling. Telling your story. Your story so matters, Queen. Okay. People try to dumb down their own story. I know I do it a lot too. A lot of times I'm thinking like, oh, they already heard it. It's not a big deal, but it's a huge freaking deal. Okay. My story is my path. My story is something that cannot be duplicated. Nobody can duplicate my marriage, my journey towards fertility, my moving 14 times in 16 years. Nobody can duplicate all that. All right. Not like Erica. right? And so I can share those pieces of my story, even if it's not always relevant back to the actual thing that I'm selling. It's a connecting piece. People buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So how are you connecting with your audience? Are you sharing some deep things? Are you being a little vulnerable? You don't have to pour everything out like I do, because I'm very vulnerable. I share a lot, and that's just my demeanor. That's the way I roll. It's just kind of what you see is what you get. I don't have any layers to me or anything like that. Anybody that think I have layers to me, they don't know me, because I don't. What you see is what you get, honestly. And I'm going to tell you how it is in the most awesome manner. But even my sister said that the other day, she was like, Erica, you know how to tell people off in the most beautiful way. Yeah, just, I just do it, right? I'm real. So how can you tell your story? How can you connect with your audience in the most authentic way possible, right? Let me see. I see a comment. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Donica. We're just kind of talking about how to turn your likes and your comments into paying clients. And I've already started with number one. Number one is to prep and prime your audience. And it's going to be different layers under each one of these 3 ways I'm going to explain tonight. But I already talked about evidence. I already talked about storytelling. Now the last one under the prep and priming is giving valuable information, okay? Giving really good packed information, not just inspiration, okay? I see a lot of you queens inspiring people every day, which is freaking awesome, okay? It is. You got to inspire people too. You got to get people like, feeling good. That is part of selling too. It really is. However, you got to teach people something though. And Stephanie is a great example of this. I always brag about her because her content is so beautiful, okay? Like, if you want to understand Stephanie Gilbert, she is a personal stylist. She's on here. Take a look at her page of how she just teach people. Her content is just so amazing. It shows that she knows her stuff, that she's an expert of that line, of that industry, and is always teaching somebody something new every single day. It's a great example of that. She does it in a different manner. She does it more in the written format. I do mine verbally, okay? So you'll see the contrast of the difference, but it's still we're teaching, okay? We're teaching. We're giving people what they need to go to the next level in rolling it into inspiration, right? Rolling into inspiration somehow, some way. So definitely keep that in mind on how you can actually give people value-packed information that will prime and prep your audience to buy. People love that. They want to know that they can learn from you, and they will pull their card out with no problem when they know they can learn from you and they're confident about the results that you can provide to them. All right. So that was number one, making sure you have a primed and ready audience. Number two is, I can't believe I even got to say this, but I do got to say this. Offer your services. Like, do you not know how many times I have gotten on a call with a queen, and she's like, oh, my stuff is not selling. I don't know what's going on. I keep posting every day. And then I go through their posts and I'm like, you haven't given a call to action. You haven't even offered your program. You haven't even told nobody about it. It's not going to just sell by osmosis. I mean, come on. I've spoken to so many queens in this last year, specifically around selling, and I am in this conversation every day. And then this is the next conversation. So I'm just pouring it out because somebody's going to relate to it, because it's like 80% of women I speak to. Oh, but I don't want to feel so inauthentic. I don't want to feel salesy. I don't want to sound salesy. I don't feel comfortable talking about what I, want them to buy. Moment of silence. Then no one's gonna buy. Honestly, something in your head, you got to get past the issue in your head somehow, queen, and say, everything I do, everything I say is selling. Okay. You may have sold somebody recently to go to the movies and watch a certain movie. You may have sold someone on going to a certain restaurant. You may have just sold somebody on content that you posted on over the weekend. Selling is not just a money exchange. It's not just a money exchange, okay? Selling is standing in your truth. Selling is standing in your truth and sharing it, right? Selling is convincing someone of something or making them think, act, or do differently, right? So how can you release your mindset from the act of, oh my God, I'm selling. I'm like this car salesman and I'm like this telemarketer and I'm, oh my God, like you're going to have to heal yourself right there, Queen. And I'm not saying that's going to be like tonight, you're going to just listen to this and be like, oh yes, I'm the most awesome salesperson ever. I get that. But I need you to start reframing this. I need you to go back to these horrible experiences that you may have had in the past with sales and salespeople, and write down what the heck did they do to make it so ugly, and make sure you don't do that. Okay. And then I want you to go on the flip side and think about, on a positive note, what experiences have you had that's been amazing with sales? Like, what is something that you bought instantly and you felt uber connected to that person and you're like, oh my God, click, I want that, or here's my card, or here's my cash, or something, I want that now. So like, what was that scenario? What was that person saying? How did you feel with that person? What was the program, service, product? Write it out, journal. I'm big on journaling, Queens. I'm really big on journaling. So write that out. Get connected to the good pieces of what you already have had in selling experiences and emulate that in your own selling experiences. Okay. That's the most I can get you today. Okay. Now, if you can't take something from that, man, you're not listening. You're not open your heart, soul, open your soul to take that message in. All right. Now, lastly, to make sure that you turn your likes and your comments to paying clients is to close the sale. So of course, after you get over the crap in your head about, oh my God, I'm selling and I don't feel, I feel icky and stuff with selling. Now you do got to really get tight on your skill set on closing sales. Now, I can't solve your problem with this tonight. Okay. I really can't. But what I can give you is some thoughts about, really the objections, and thinking about when people have said no, or even the way your buying spirit is. Like, what's your buying character? What is, do you kind of overthink about things? Do you say no quickly? Do you feel like you got to hold on to money a lot? Do you feel like you don't feel good in investing in yourself? These are all the things that you can start thinking about right now, until maybe potentially you and I can talk a little further about what is them pieces in your closing process that you're struggling with, so I can really identify it, because that is a big open book right now that I just cannot handle in under 10 minutes. And where am I at on time? Yeah, I'm over 10 minutes. I said 10 minutes. I am 2 minutes over. So basically, I want you to think about those three things today. Okay. There are some things to apply. There's a lot of the mindset shifts, but really you got to make sure you have these three in place in order to turn your likes and your comments into paying clients. It is really, truly that simple. But the piece that's not simple is the mindset crap. That is not simple. That can't even be done just in this one session. So if you want to talk with me a little further, let's chat a little bit on a deeper level. If you're struggling with sales, you feel like you can't get it together, you feel like something's not connecting, you're posting every day, you feel like you're in circles, you're not making the money that you desire, we need to talk. All right. So you can go to ericasteptoe.com. You can book a strategy call with me. It's a free strategy call so that we can peel the layers on what the heck is going on in your business and your mindset. I'm big on mindset. I'm all about energy, alignment, mindset, and structures and strategies. Okay. I am a Gemini and I am a queen of doing both of those hats. A lot of business coaches don't know how to do that. Okay. I have beautiful gifting in that. I do. I have beautiful gifting that I can be that soft, that wonderful piece that can help facilitate a process of transformational experiences in your mindset. And then I can whip the stick on you and make sure you make the money that you desire in your business with structures and processes and a really good business savvy mindset, so that you can set yourself up for consistent income in your business. That is what I do with my queens. All right. So go to ericasteptoe.com. Very easy. First and last name.com. And we can maybe talk this week, next week, whatever the case may be. All right. So I am definitely over my time. Let me know what you got out of this tonight. It was the 3 ways to actually turn your likes and your comments into paying clients. Number 1 is to prep and prime your audience. I gave several ways on how to do that. Number 2 is offer your services. Actually open your mouth and say, hey, I'm available. Book me. And that's a mindset shift right there. And then number 3 is closing the sale, which is truly knowing how to handle objections and how to get around that in a very strategic and graceful manner. All right. So I'm on the way to the sauna gym, but I had to give you some great nuggets before I left because, you know, when inspiration hits, I go for it. All right. So I hope you all enjoy your evening. I will talk to you soon. Bye.